Hi, everybody. Pleasure to be back on stage. I'm Ernesto. I'm the founder, the CEO of Einhundert, and we're helping to revolutionize real estate. Close collaboration with Emmanuel, who just talked before. So I want you to put yourself, let's make a little mind experience, put yourself in the role of a CEO of a real estate company that owns 1,000 multi-tenant houses in Germany. Sounds nice, right? You have about 10,000 households who pay rent, 100 million euros per year. You have about 800,000 square meters actually of housing space, probably valued over the last years at about 3 to 4 billion. So you had a lot of profits, very little downside, high demand, and little to invest. But now you actually have a problem because your balance sheet is shrinking. This here shows you the valuation spread between the most energy efficient buildings in Germany, which are A-rated, all the way down to the least efficient ones, which are H-rated. And you can see that already in Q1 of this year, the least energy efficient buildings are worth a third less than the most efficient one. And that spread is growing quite fast. So if you are the CEO, you have to do something about your building energy efficiency. If we talk about the worst performing buildings, you might have to renovate and go all the way in with insulation or the full serial renovation package that Emmanuel just talked about. But you have also the big bulk of those in the middle that also have a huge discount now on their value, the D buildings, the E buildings, where you might not be willing to invest in renovation, but still have to find a way to decarbonize. And that's where solar building electrification comes in. This applies to about 200 million buildings in the EU, which have to be decarbonized and electrified over the next 25 years. So what does that really mean to electrify? What is our idea of solar building electrification? You have a couple of steps. First, you need rooftop solar so that you supply cheap electricity directly from the roof to the multiple users in the building. Then you need a green electricity supply from the grid to make sure that you have a CO2-free electricity supply around the clock. Then you need smart metering to make sure that you have a real-time view on all the electricity flows in the buildings, such that you can have efficient cost to serve and monitoring of supply and CO2. Then you need to make sure that you switch the gas or oil heater that is in the building to a heat pump, such that you also decarbonize the heating supply. And if you have parking spaces around your multi-tenant building, you also have to integrate e-mobility. And of course, to bring down the cost of supplying electricity, you want to optimize the whole system. And as Einhundert, this is exactly what we do. We offer a full-service, one-stop shop to implement solar building electrification in multi-tenant portfolios of real estate owners. What does full service mean? It has 3 components. The first one is we are a project developer. So we take all the building data from our clients. They typically own at least 100 buildings. And we scan them and make an assessment where we can implement solar PV and smart metering, at what cost. And we're actually conducting the entire technical planning and installation together with partners, such that we provide solar and smart metering as a turnkey solution. Then we also have the financing in place. Our customers are in a financing squeeze, in a capex squeeze, with interest rates gone up, very little budgets to actually invest. And so we are taking over the financing, and for that we have set up a financing facility together with the Triodos Energy Transition Europe Fund last year, where we can finance up to 80 million euros in installations for our clients. And finally, we operate the system over at least 25 years. So that means we supply the electricity from the roof and from the grid at all times to all the tenants in the buildings and to the heat pumps and the charging stations in there as well. And that in an optimized fashion. So far, we've been able to sign 1,000 buildings from 85 real estate clients. These clients own 40,000 buildings, so we still have a long way to go with these clients alone, and there are more coming every month. Of these, almost 700 buildings are live as we speak, and another 300 to be implemented at least this year. And yes, I'm very excited to announce to you guys that we are preparing a Series B that will be starting in Q3. We're looking to raise quite a sizable amount, and if you are interested in participating in this journey, I would love to invite you to reach out to me if we're not in contact yet. Thanks a lot.